Hi. I'd rather be on it than in it.
Too bad.
It's very hardy. Hats off to you. Bonkers. Good luck to him. Okay, welcome to Cobmarsh Island in West Mersea. I've paddled from up there, camera's looking east at the moment, and the plan is to try out a new radio. There's Xiegu G90, so that's 20 watts, so a little bit more power than the 817 at 5 watts. Less than 50 that I can use with the 857. So I've activated this island before, quite a few years ago. So it's not a new island for me, but just trying out this new radio. So the plan is to put a dipole up, a link dipole for 40, 20 and 17. Now I'd normally use verticals when I'm right on top of the sea, but I bought the dipole because it's going to be very low to the ground, so a bit of a cloud warmer, but it makes it easier to change bands just by switching the link. So the tide's still coming in, so I've pulled the boat up a bit, but it won't be up too high today. I've encountered problem number one. I forgot to bring my guys, my guy ropes for the dipole, so I kind of had to lash the roach pole to this post here with my paddle leash, kayak paddle leash, but it seems as if it will do the trick and probably be easier actually. What I need to do is carry some bungees with me, and it'll make it a lot easier to sort of lash it to post. I don't think the water's going to come up high enough to cause me any problems, and I'll bring the ends sort of slightly up the foreshore. Result, I found a sponge on the beach. And it was only yesterday I was looking for one, so that's good, isn't it? I don't think it's a naturally occurring sea sponge, judging by the shape of it, but that's handy. Okay, so I've connected the dipole up. So at the centre of the dipole, well, I haven't connected it up, I've just connected the balun up and the two legs. So at the centre here I've got SOTA beams, 1-to-1 balun, which is attached to the pole with a velcro strap, and 2 pipe cleaners twisted round, and I've just got a little bit of strain relief there. So I've encountered problem number 2, is I've forgotten my little fiberglass slot together tent poles that I use to make the backstays for the dipole, so I might have to try and improvise and find some sticks just to elevate the ends. Probably won't matter so much on 20 and 17 because the ends will be elevated anyway, but on 40 it would it'd be right down close to the ground. But anyway, I'll see how I got on. I've put the pole up now. I've just put a little bit of strain relief on the RG174, stop that pulling on there, so let's get it up and then I'll see if I can improvise, even if I can just get it up a little bit. But I'm sure it won't matter too much on 20. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I've just sort of knelt down on the ground or in the marsh in the mud, but I bought myself this little stool from Go Outdoors, and anticipating it sinking in the sand or mud, I've got these little coasters, furniture coasters, so it's comfort. It's not quite an armchair in a shack, but I think it was. So I found a couple of sticks, but They're not very long, but the tail, the polycord tail, is a bit longer than I thought it probably was. So the ends probably only about 2 foot off the end, off the ground, if that. But hopefully that'll work. The radio on, it's tuned up okay on 40, but there's a contest on, so I've actually moved up to 17 meters, unclip them, and I'll try 17 rather than a noisy contest. Anyway, I've got to try and reach up for that one. So you get the gist. They're just clipped in with crocodile clips, so that's the beauty of this, is that it's just very easy to change band.
Okay, was Kilo 6 Alpha Papa Zulu, good afternoon for Greece for 5757, Rosen. Yabaga, calling 17, Sierra Victor 2, Hotel Juliet, Quebec, Los Q 17.
2 Echo 0, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Something X3.
2 Echo 0, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Okay, 2 Echo 0, Bravo Channel, please stand in by. 2 Echo 0.
2 Echo 0, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Okay, 2 Echo 0, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable, good afternoon for Greece for 59, Roger.
Thanks very much, you're also 5'9", Roger.
Thank you, my friend, 73.
Italy Kilo 5, Bravo Charlie Mike.
Well, that's the first contact in the log. Normally I set myself the task of trying to get 4 contacts to make it an activation, but I've activated this island before, so I'm not too fussed about that. I did a tune cycle. Let me just tune slightly off that station, and it tuned up fine, or the indicator. It finished the tune cycle, but the SWR indicator on the radio was sort of going up slightly. So, but I managed to get him in the log. Oh, I've just changed bands. I don't know how I did that. I'm really not at the right level. I need to find a better way of doing this. I'd be better off on the ground, actually. Sometimes what I do is I take the kayak seat off and sort of use that as a cushion on the ground, because the display is really small, which I knew anyway. I mean, I've got my reading glasses on, but it's just not at the right level for me, so I need to be lower on the ground, really. I've got underneath here, I've got a tarp which I can lay out on the ground as well, but I'm not that fussed at the moment today. It was just an initial sort of try, so it works anyway. Well, that'll do for now. Excuse me, I think I needed to narrow the filters a bit. It was, I think it was probably a bit wide. And also this VFO knob, again, I knew this before I bought the radio. It's very small, so I think you can, well, I know you can get like larger VFO knobs for the rotary encoder, so I think I might invest in one of them and just might make tuning around the band easier. So, but anyway, I just wanted to at least get 1 contact in the log, so it was a success. So I mean, I think I'll probably take the radio out in the car. I can see it better. So anyway, I'm going to pack up now, and then I'm going to go for a paddle. So, new radio works, I'm happy with that for now. And I've also got myself a sponge, so that saved myself a trip to Wilkinson's and 99p. Okay. Right, that's me ready to go. Pack down. A few lessons learned. I didn't need to sit here and make any more contacts to learn me lessons. So a new VFO knob, find a better arrangement so that I can keep the radio at my head height, doesn't matter so much with the 857 because the display is much more clearer, but I want to be able to see the waterfall, etc. Yeah, and just generally I just need to be able to drive the radio better, get to grips with the controls. I've got the basics, but not having an aerial up at home for HF makes it a little bit difficult to do anything other than just sort of play around with some of the menus. I put the speech compression on and I set the mic gain at 10, but I think that might have been a bit much as well, so I need to maybe just try that into a dummy load and see what it's like on reception as well, see if I can sort of just set up the 817 just to receive it at the same time as well. So I need some more on-air reports as well to get the audio right for me. So like I say, it's probably that's best just done spending a couple of hours in the car